If either David or Corey or Alyssa, if you want to maybe check Twitch and see if the stream is working properly, that would be great. You can even put a link. I will put it into Roll20 chat. That should be the address. Hopefully this should reduce or eliminate our white noise problem. I mean, of course there's the air conditioner, but I'm not about to give that up. The other benefit of using Discord is it should free up a little bit of bandwidth. Skype's a pig. But I can't really complain about Skype too much because it has really good quality. So it forces some assumptions on you, but in the best interest of having a high quality voice program. But I like the idea that if somebody's too quiet with Discord, I can just go ahead and increase that individual person's volume, you know? Carrie has a look of horror on her face.
As a red shirt,
okay.
Or
isn't it the red shirts in Star Trek that always die?
if you want to hit anything, don't wear white armor.
Okay, so you guys can hear me, correct? Okay.
Alright.
Yep.
I just did a sound check. You sound great.
They're having some Discord over there.
Yeah, they're having... Cameron is experiencing Discord with Discord. Well, you see she just landed.
Do they realize they have to hit the chat channel and join it?
Maybe?
I don't see them in it. I don't know what. Something's just so cool being like, alright, muting. Unmuting.
Yeah, until it doesn't work. Like, so I had, with my Logitech headset, we used to use TeamSpeak 3, and when I first got my Logitech headset, if you flip the mic up, it would mute. And then when you flip the mic down, it would not turn back on. And you had to not just close out of TeamSpeak, you had to reboot your entire computer to get control back.
Sounds like like a quality product.
Yes, yeah. They've since fixed that, but for about the first 6 or 7 months that I had that headset, it was quite annoying. So, let's see here.
My cat doesn't want to socialize. He's trying to sleep, and I said his name, and it just see his tail going.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
I wanted to remind you that Raquel has allies.
Yes.
I don't know how that works into the campaign and everything. What do allies do again?
They can do a number of things. So, like, if you need information or possibly money or, friends to protect you, you can sometimes call on allies. The thing to remember, though, is that it's not like they're just a phone call away. So, you might call on allies and not see them for a month because it takes some travel time to reach you.
So, what's your recommended, use for them? What's the most typical use for allies in the game?
Honestly, nobody's really ever used them.
Like, call them up and be all like, "Hey, I need you. Be here in 5," and they're like, "Sorry, I'm like 6 weeks away." Are they more for like roleplay?
Well, like I said, I've never had anybody actually use their allies. So generally, like I said, if you need a particular piece of tech or you need, the...
Hey, we're playing with here.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Woohoo! If you need a piece of equipment, or if you need somebody to protect you, or you need a loan, or your ship needs someplace to hide, or whatever, you can reach out to allies. Generally, allies will do just about anything they can to help you. As opposed,
you need something that is not time sensitive.
Generally, yeah, because like I said, allies are several systems away, and at a minimum, that's a week's time worth of jump space. So,
right.
It takes them, like I said, that's if they're, 1 parsec away. In a lot of cases, they're going to be several.
Gotcha.
All right, so Cameron and Devin are with us.
Hey. Hello.
I was
Hello.
ready to deal with the 8-legged freaks.
We already dealt with them.
Pretty sure there were at least 2 more on.
Yeah, there's
No, there
more.
are none more. I promise you.
Lies.
Well, my
So,
promises mean nothing, so...
welcome to Pirates of Drinax. We will be picking right up where we left off last week. Before we get started, I'd like to thank friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you are watching on Twitch, you can scroll down. There should be some tiles there. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image, and they should pop up. The first on the list, we would like to thank Talon Claw. They make beautiful wooden products. Talon Claw makes beautiful wooden products for your screen or for your game. Oh yes, that is very nice. Got a dice vault. Very nice. They make DM screens, dice vaults that Ching Shi was just showing off. They have wooden DM screens. All of it is customizable. So yeah, definitely check them out. I haven't been on their site this week, so I'm not sure if they have any sales going on, but he's the type of person that gets a random hair and will just throw up a 10% off discount on the entire store, so be sure to check back to their page often. Next on the list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop games, such as leather covers for your core rule books, She has a full line of dice bracelets. Popular one is the Pride bracelet, where each dice on the bracelet is a different color. She has a dice mat that when you roll it up, it looks like a spell scroll. So yeah, definitely give her a look. She does beautiful work. If you are ordering as a gift or a time-sensitive, need to have right away, be sure to give yourself a little bit of time, because she is in the UK and it can take a while to cross the pond. And last on the list is Fable Beard Company. They make beard products such as oils, balms, beard butter, co-wash, and many other products. They have a full CBD line. They make fabulous products, and each scent profile is a different fantasy character. Right now I am wearing the Candyman beard butter that I purchased last fall, and I still have a lot left. It smells like candied apples. So definitely check them out. They have a buy one get one free for first time purchasers. If you go in and you sign in with your email address, you can put 2 beard oils in your cart and use the code FIRST, and that will discount the second beard oil to free. So, where we left off last week, I need to put Ching Shi in here. So Ching Shi was guarding the ship.
I must have done a bad job.
So Ching Shi was guarding the ship. The travelers have essentially followed the clues, and the clues led them, that they picked up on Torpal, led them to the borite system. And when they entered the borite system, they were picking up a very faint distress signal. And they determined that the distress signal was of the type that one would receive from a spacesuit. And when they dug into the signal deeper, they found that it looked like somebody had taken the communication system out of a spacesuit, the emergency system, and wired it into an antenna array to boost the signal, which then, of course, meant that the spacesuit itself had no communications. And when they followed it, they came to a gas giant in the borite system, and there is a 2,000-year-old Sindalian space station in a decaying orbit. In about 500 years, this space station is going to burn up in the atmosphere and get crunched and turn really small. And they found some debris floating outside that was more recent debris. And so they have docked with the space station, and it is in bad shape. No temperature, no air. There are some sections that are pressurized. Right now they're in a section that's pressurized. Sections that are the tan color are on the map are pressurized. Sections that are the light gray are open to vacuum. This station's taken numerous micrometeor impacts and things like that, and it just hasn't been maintained for several hundred years. But when they came aboard, Bakasura used life sense as part of his psionic abilities, and determined that not only was there a Vargur somewhere on this station, and he knows the general direction to get to the Vargur, but there were 4 other intelligences, and the only way that he could describe them was as a like insect intelligence. And it wasn't too long where they discovered what those intelligences were. They were attacked by 2 Chamax hunters. I will bring up a picture. Thought I had a picture.
The daddiest of long legs.
Yeah. That is peculiar. I had a picture. There he is. This is what the Chamax Hunter looks like. Tons of fun. Okay. Sorry, just double checking my Discord. So, they got into a fight with two of those. They know that they can spit acid. But Captain Beth Smith was able to kind of use her sciencing abilities and was able to determine that the Hunter Chamax are not capable of reproducing, which is a good thing. And they know that there are two more of these things on the station somewhere. So, you have dug through or killed these two in this room. The crates that are in this room are empty. What would you guys like to do from here?
Leave.
No, hold on. I used.
Okay, not only will there be whatever free stuff was here, but there'll also be the free stuff of other groups that came here and didn't survive.
That's correct. That's a very good point.
We already found a bunch of booty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you found like the most fun part of the stuff that you found is a crate full of animatronic toys.
Giggity.
Yeah, who knows what other kind of awesome shit is on this thing. And also, exterminating those two creatures is a net good for humanity.
I agree.
Oh yeah, we care about humanity.
All of a sudden, we care about humanity.
We're pirates, but we care about humanity.
I wonder how smart these things really are.
I can try reaching out to it. It sounded like, how do I put it?
So you know that they communicate in the radio spectrum. They are able to mimic they're able to mimic like a distress signal. Sometimes they can mimic bits of Morse code, but their biggest trick is that they can basically throw out enough static that it causes jamming.
So, how many minutes has it been since I last used life detection?
Probably about 10 minutes. Because, I mean, you guys explored this entire section down here. You went through some crates, then you came up in here, you got into a firefight. So it's probably been about a good 10 minutes. You guys stopped to take your breath a bit.
I have 10 minutes left on it. Do I still detect life?
Yes.
How many?
All right.
You're detecting 2. Now, the reason why you know where the Vargar is because they looked at the thermographs on their sensors. So they're like, yeah, that looks like it's probably a Vargar. And he's all the way up to the top left. He's hiding in this area up here. But you don't know anything about the Chamax. Life Sense doesn't really give you a general direction. So, plans?
Want me to open the door, or we fall back?
Let's open the door.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Okay, so Raph, you open the door and you see what generally would be considered like a so this is a bulkhead hallway, and what I mean by that is, I mean, obviously the doors are bulkheads, but this hallway is designed so that if the rest of the station loses structural integrity or atmosphere, that there is an airlock leading into the next section. And you see a sign on the wall that says that to the right, and there's a red arrow, it says living quarters. It says to the left, it says command. And then to the door in front of you, it says mess hall and cafeteria, or mess hall and common area.
Does the detect life thing give us any information about which direction the thing is in, or not really?
Sorry, I have a whore calling me on Skype. So, no, I get like random sluts calling me on Skype like all the time because I was dumb and forgot to set myself to invisible. So, I'm sorry. What was your question?
If detect life tells us like any general direction the thing is in, or not really?
No, it just tells him that there are 3 life forms, 1 that you're expecting, and 2 that are of some kind of alien nature.
It actually says, and their approximate location.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. I downloaded it.
Okay.
And
Let's see.
I figured this fight can be more prepared than all the other times.
That's always a good thing. You're very welcome. Let's see here. Life detection. Yeah, and their approximate location. So, one of them you are finding, you are getting a sense that they are in the crew quarters section. The other one, you know, is there, but it's shielded.
It's shielding.
Yes.
okay.
Hey, something has protection from me.
These are psionic spiders, remember?
Oh, that's right. So, that's in the other direction, though, right?
You don't know.
Don't know.
You know it's there, but it is shielding itself from you.
Okay. Well, I know there's somebody close by, or somebody or something close by. So, let's check that one out first. That's my vote.
We'll go that way.
Yeah, I want to go down this hallway and then have people facing back, like having like 2 groups like back to back. So if something follows us or drops down, we'll have like everything covered. It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my plan. Does anybody object or have a better one?
That makes sense to me. 2 forward, 2 back, 1 in the middle to rotate back and forth.
Maybe one stays behind, or wild card does whatever. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to start opening doors over here.
I'll go with him to make sure he doesn't die or lose his other arm.
Okay.
I appreciate the potential keeping of all of my remaining limbs. Although, if I lost my other 2, I could become the bad guy from, what is it, X-Men 2?
Let's see. General Kenobi.
Oh. Okay.
Beyblade arms, like General Grievous.
Who's going to be with Beth Smith?
You know what we did? Classic move, split the party. Always works out.
I will.
Who will?
Okay, cool. Raph.
Okay.
Or
So, and which room is Ching Shi and Beth Smith going to go into?
I'm just staring down the hallway and keeping an eye on it because there's so many doors.
Okay. What about, so that leaves Keith Clark and Raph. What are you guys doing? Just staying where you're at?
Yeah, Raph's gonna hold position guarding the westernmost door unless Captain tells her to do something else.
Okay. What about Keith?
I'll hold position where I'm at, guarding the door behind them.
Okay.
You guys have weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pulled out and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody's rather heavily armed at this point.
Okay, I want that
Bakasura, make a psionics check.
With advantage, right?
No.
Psionics check. Oot.
So roll 2d6, add your psionics modifier plus your intellect modifier.
9.
So above you in the ventilation ducts, you sense that something is moving and then it goes bloop and disappears from your life detection.
Is that
I think I found a survivor.
Oh boy.
That's one way of putting it, I guess.
Right,
And I
so-
mean, of the things that got away.
Alright, so I was gonna start spinning the minigun.
Okay.
It's in the vent. Shoot through here. I duck and cover.
Raph and Keith, did either of you open into the mess hall?
not yet.
Okay. Ching Shi and Beth Smith make recon checks. Recon plus intellect.
Oh wow, I rolled 6. That's good. 14. Finally, the streak is dead. Finally.
Oh, guys, it was fun. It was fun carrying the team. I will go back to rolling bad now.
So,
I had 9.
so Ching Shi got a 9. What did Beth Smith get?
14.
Wow. You guys hear
Yeah.
like something. You hear what sounds like a ventilation grate get kicked out of the wall and land in a room over on this side. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is that in the area that you're in the crew quarters here, most of this area, like where Rexar and Bakasura is, where Beth Smith and Ching Shi are, this area is open to vacuum. So it is
Okay.
no air, no heat, nothing. Probably no gravity.
But we can fire laser weapons, right?
Yeah, the minigun might be a fun challenge for Rexar.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's see here. Got an advanced combat rifle.
So any weapon, in this case, any weapon that has the trait of 0G is ideal. If not, then it means you need to make an athletics dexterity check every single time you fire the gun, or you get to go for a ride.
What if you have magnetic boots in your battle dress?
Then you can attach to the deck plates. You're fine.
Laser gun for the win.
Okay, should we try and lure it to a place that's pressurized so that we have better chance at attacking it, or?
Do you guys not have laser weapons?
We do, we're just floating around.
I have large guns, but nothing laser based.
I've got a laser pistol.
Is there there's nothing to like grab onto or like wedge your foot under, like a handle? Anything?
I grab onto something and then shoot
I
it
wish
again.
we talked about our weapons first. I could have passed some things out.
So,
Oh,
Okay, so
I think trying to get it into a pressurized area would be better.
all right. So
I mean, unless you want to try it, if we're trying to like knock it out into the void.
yeah, then it might, I don't know, so it might get stuck to something and cause a whole other problem somewhere else.
it could just end up being somebody's windshield too. So
That's true. That's more likely. But I guess we're gonna order everybody fall back is what I'm gonna say. Or back up.
we're not gonna. Should we at least flesh it out?
I wanted to get it where it was, see if it'll follow us to an area where it's pressurized so we have a better chance of shooting at it.
That thing is ginormous.
He's fixing it. He's making it.
no.
It's getting to scale. It's coming down.
I remember last week when he spawned a giant one and I started going, no.
Hold on a second. I got a solution. Bye.
They're like shrinky, aren't they?
Like zoinks.
We're gonna jump for the ship and leave. Bye, guys.
You're not blame you.
Whoever's got the power on should be our tank and draw their attention while everyone else opens fire.
Yeah, that worked out so well last time. I definitely didn't get shot in the back or anything.
Everybody roll initiative.
I so love being right there in front of it.
I might still need help with initiative, Matt. So it's
So you can roll 2d6 and either add your intellect or your dex, your choice, and you want to get as close to 8 as possible or higher. And then the effect, either over or under, is your initiative.
Let the cat back in. I don't know.
it's dex or intellect. You add.
Correct, your choice.
Okay, then mine's 2.
Okay?
I
Then you,
can put it in.
okay?
Okay.
My cat's one.
Oh,
Chris, can
Bye,
you add
guys.
the combat tracker?
So let's see here. Oh, hold on. I didn't add you to the thingy. There you go. My bad.
No worries.
So let's see. Rexar, you got a 2.
I got a 2.
Keith Clark got a 3. Beth Smith got a 3. Sure.
I didn't even have to change mine.
Raph got a 2. Wow. You guys rolled pretty good this week.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, what's up?
Where are you?
In the hallway. So,
He
I
ran.
don't see his little marker.
You guys were in the same room and
the Hunter Chamax got... So, Bakasura, make a recon check. Recon plus intellect. And tell me what you get.
No. Can I just choose not to instead?
You need to beat a 13.
Can I make a recon check?
I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Plus
Just 10
1.
short, no worries.
No, I got plus 1, it's 9.
I'll try to make a recon, see what I get. Oh, 14. It's a shame I'm not in the rifts.
Yeah.
So a ventilation grate above Bakasura gets knocked out, and these two spider legs reach down, grab Bakasura, pull him up off the floor into the ventilation duct, and bite for 5 points. Off your. What's your armor?
My armor is 8.
Okay, then you don't take any damage.
Oh god.
But you see Bakasura hanging out of this vent, gripped by these spider arms. So, Keith Clark, you can hear this muffled screaming coming down the hallway. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
Which one of us is
Screams and psychic.
No.
Chris, do you happen to have something like covering your microphone?
I do
Or,
not.
Like if you're on your phone, is it leaning against something?
Is that better?
No, it might just be me. Like I can hear everybody really clearly except for you.
Yeah,
I'm having
white noise going on.
So if you right-click on my name in Discord, you can increase my volume.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I think it's more like cutting in and cutting out, like you're talking through a piece of fabric. It's almost like if your microphone is like leaning off against something.
Do you have your air conditioner on behind you?
I do, but it's actually quite quiet.
Okay. I mean, I will turn it up. I was just wondering because it's just muffled.
It's not as clear as it was earlier when we did our test, Chris. On your...
Yeah, it shouldn't be any different.
That's why it's 30.
It's alright. I don't know.
It'll be fine. I'll just figure it out.
Here.
What if Chris turned down his sensitivity and we turned up our... Might be enough.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, see, it's already better. I don't mean to completely stop. It's not that I want Bakasura to be just stuck in the vents while we talk about AP.
No, it's totally fine. I'm not even sure if I'm tripping balls or not.
Is that better?
It's like, yeah, guys, take your time. It's fine. It's fine.
While we were in the last session, while we were in this resort town, I kind of got a lot of psychedelics.
Yeah.
So is that better? Can you hear me better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to pull out my laser pistol and
You should already have it out.
yeah, I guess I have my laser pistol out.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get out into the area where Bakasura is and head towards him.
But there's a bunch of people in the way. I don't know how wide are the hallways.
The hallways are wide enough that you can walk, turning sideways, you can get past each other. It's kind of like walking on a battleship.
Okay, alright, just wanted to make sure. And then I guess I had a question about when combat started. So we hear something drop through the vent. I say fall back. I have my rifle out. I'm going backwards, and I don't know how far I get before.
So 6 meters from where you are at, you could come back into the area where Keith Clark is if you wanted to fall back.
Okay, I don't know if I want to, though, since the guy got grabbed and everything. That must have made a lot of noise. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Sorry.
Yeah, there's definitely screaming.
Okay.
So this door right here is open because Bakasura had opened it to go into this room over here. So with 6 meters, Keith Clark, if you wanted to, yeah, you could get about there and you could make a shot.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a shot.
Keith Clark, please don't shoot me in the back like Volcasura did.
I didn't shoot you in the other people. I didn't shoot you in the back.
You're right, you didn't. I blocked it.
You can really hold a grudge.
I'm a cat.
Did it?
Sorry, I got 11.
I'm sorry?
11.
Ooh. That hits. And you didn't hit Bakasura.
I'm rooting for you.
And you can add +1 to your damage.
Crystal does 3d plus 3, so I'm going to do a damage roll.
And it's actually going to be 3D plus 4.
Oh, it's 3d plus 4. Okay, great. So 11.
Okay. So you hit the Chamax, and it lets go of Bakasura. Bakasura falls to the floor in this hallway, and Captain Beth Smith, what would you like to do?
How many vents are there in each room? Like, there's like one, probably, right?
There are 2 in the hallway that you guys are standing in. There is only the one in the secondary hallway.
Okay, I want to put some holes in those vents so that these things can't hide in there as easily.
Oh,
And I don't know, it's already decompressed out here.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to make it any worse.
Yeah, so when the spider let me go, I'm just floating there now, right?
Correct. Good point. Yeah, you didn't fall. You're just floating in the hallway. Yeah, start to do a breaststroke.
Yeah, so with my advanced combat rifle, how many holes can I poke in the vents? Like,
so if you're not really aiming to hit it, you're just go ahead and make a gun combat plus dex check.
okay.
And we'll say that, I mean, if you're using burst fire, that'll make at least three groupings.
I rolled 7 then.
Okay, so you are able to make one hole in the ceiling where you think that these vents are going back and forth across the hall.
I'm just going to stay focused on that spot.
Okay. Rexar, what would you like to do?
as a minor action, could I throw someone in 0G?
No, that would be a significant action.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to throw me.
I was gonna throw a raft at the spider.
Oh.
I was like, I do my best.
Go get him!
Oh, that's a little.
So far away.
But I'll
And
just walk up
she's
and
a
hit it
big
with my staff.
girl, and you're welcome to try.
It's 0 gravity.
That's not where she's at.
Yeah, she's in a compressed area.
I have +2 to strength. No, I'm just gonna walk up and hit with my static reaver.
Okay. Go ahead and make your melee blade attack. Melee blade plus
strength.
dex or strength, your choice.
Plus strength, please. So 9 plus 3 for melee blade, 12 plus 2 for strength, 14.
Yeah, that hits. And you can add a +6 to your damage. As well as, don't forget, you got to add your strength modifier to your damage.
Oh, that's good. 6, 9, 10, 11. 6, 23. That's 25 points of slashing.
How much?
26.
26. All right. Ching Shi.
I'm gonna, like, can I just bump Bakasura slightly out of the way so he just starts floating to the right?
I feel like you hit me with the backswing.
Yeah, you can shove him with a minor action, and it causes Bakasura to end up over here against the wall.
Dang.
So, Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
Do I have visual on it at this point?
Not really.
Like the legs came out.
Yeah, and you see, like what you see is Rexar up in the ventilation shaft with his axe, but you don't see the spider itself.
You could spray it straight into the ventilation shaft above me.
What I'm thinking is, like, could I go into, like, one of the other rooms and see if I can get up into the ventilation?
Yeah. So you come into this room and you see that there is a ventilation shaft at the top of the wall. With your 2 additional minor actions, you can climb up into the ventilation shaft. And when you get up into this ventilation shaft, you can see that there's some of the sticky resin hanging inside the shaft, and you can hear movement and hear this thing kind of...
Sorry, you just broke my brain for a second. There's sticky resin inside the shaft.
Correct.
Where else would you put it?
What else would you expect when you get in there?
Right.
Just
Right.
leave in a second.
And the shaft goes and kind of hangs a right, and you can hear movement in that shaft. You know, the aluminum getting thumped around from something up inside there.
Okay. With my minor actions, like, that's it, right? I can't.
Yeah, because it was a minor action to go up and open the vent, minor action to climb inside, and a minor action to kind of get yourself in.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to be up there, and if, depending on how open it is, I would say, if it's just a tube that I'm like, if it's a die-hard crawl through a shaft.
Yeah, it's a die-hard crawl.
There's not really a place to hide. If it's like just above the ceiling, there might be a way to have some cover.
No, it's definitely a die-hard crawl.
Die-hard situation. Okay, well then I'm going to hope that it does not come for me.
Okay. All right. So Raph, you're taking up a defensive position near the door.
I got the rear cap. Ain't nothing sneaking up on it.
Right. They're not getting out of here.
Raph, make a recon plus intellect check. Wow. So you hear something clatter into the room in the mess hall.
All right, as a free action, I go, Captain, we got incoming from the north. Do you want me to barricade the door?
Is that possible, do you think?
Just shut the door. No, thank you.
I'm interested in how you figured out where north was.
Yeah, right.
Describe it. Incoming from 12 o'clock.
Remember,
About 12 o'clock.
north is always up.
Yeah, if it's possible to, like, close the door in order to barricade it, that seems like a great move.
Just shut it.
So that leads me to a question, Chris.
Okay.
What's it take to use an item?
So it would be a minor action, and I mean, Here's the thing, though. There's no real lock on the mess hall door.
No, I'm feeling you, but my idea is to pick up one of these, or put one of these crates or something that are in this kind of cargo area into a blockage position.
So these are big enough. These crates are big enough that it would take a significant action for you to move them. You could get over there and pick it up, and then on your next turn, move and drop it.
Or you can run and come to the other side, and then we can face the back and prepare. So there's like 3 or 4 people dealing with this way, and then there can be 2 of us facing the back way and being ready to attack on that front.
Well, yeah, I agree. We definitely don't want to let anything get between us.
Set up a kill
That's true. I don't know if you can run fast enough, but probably.
I can definitely take one action to like get here and hold that door.
Okay.
Yeah, that would definitely be a minor action.
And then I'll turn around when I am able to.
And for the rest of the turn, you could aim.
Yeah, you could do that. That would give you a +2 to your attack on your next turn, if you took another 2 minor actions to aim.
So what triggers the door? How do they open? Is it proximity based?
It is. Well, I mean, it's not proximity, but you have to hit a button. Like it's like the handicap, button on doors at the hospital.
So my question is, can we expect something with the intelligence of a bug to hit the button?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
A mouse that learns to press a button to get cheese. It has learned to press the button to get us.
We'll be ready to start blasting if they open the door. It'll be alright.
Well, what about like an electronic check to lock the door?
You could definitely. I would allow you to make an electronics check. It would be electronics plus intellect or EDU, your choice. Probably would be.
I'll at least use that as like my major action before I hide myself in this area.
Okay, so you want to make
it's worth a shot in passing to see if I can lock it in there.
Sure. Go ahead and make an electronics plus intellect check.
Okay. Ooh. 10. Wait. If it's not comms specifically, and I don't have electronics and any other thing, that I have to take a -3, right?
So if you have electronics comms, that means that you have all of the other electronics at 0.
Oh. Well, that's nifty.
Right, because comms is a specialty.
Okay. But what if I have comms 0?
You still have everything else at 0.
Okay, so I don't have to take a -3 then?
No, you are skilled.
Right. Then. Ooh. So that also means that if I pilot spacecraft 1, then I also have pilot 0 for everything else that can be piloted?
Yep, you have all.
Okay. That's good to know, because I did not know that until just this week.
Right, yeah. So if you have something like pilot spacecraft 1, that means that piloting spacecraft is a specialty, but you still have pilot small craft at 0. Or pilot capital at 0.
this is really going to broaden my entire skill tree. I need to put 0 on a lot of things now because, you know.
So you remember, yeah.
Specialty, I've got flyer specialty, I've got pilot specialty, and I've got seafarer specialty.
Right.
So does that mean that I can literally drive, fly, or pilot anything at level 0?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, this is good news. This is good news, everyone. I thought that I only knew how to pilot a spacecraft, but anything else is fuck me. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, you are far more skilled than you thought.
I need to make some 0s on a lot of things. Okay, okay. So yeah, 10 to try to lock the door.
You got a 12? So you have succeeded in locking the door. You've basically jammed that button.
Cool. All right, I did that, and then I retreated to this area, and that's fine.
Okay. Bakasura, what do you want to do floating at the end of the hallway?
Contemplate life decisions.
So the first thing...
Can we still see the spider?
You can see Rexar's armored butt dangling out of the ventilation shaft.
Get out of here. Because I can shoot behind him.
I swear to God. I just hear the gun talk as I'm hitting the spider, and it's just I swear to fucking God.
If you can make an athletics dexterity check, you can... Well, what's your vac suit rating?
Jack of all trades.
So not great. If you make an athletics dexterity check, you can make your way to this room and get in here, where you could go up and attack it from behind through the ventilation shaft.
Will that take that would be a minor action?
It would be a significant action and a minor action to get in and open up the vent, and then on your next turn, you could shoot.
Okay, then I think I want to move there more securely, rather than trying to throw myself in that direction.
Okay.
So I'm going to use telekinesis on my suit.
Okay. You could do that. Go ahead and make your telekinesis check.
I can fly in space. I'm Magneto. Where's the file?
So don't forget. So you've used life detection. So how many side points do you have right now?
I have 6. After this, I will have 5.
So you would roll 2d6 plus 0, because at 6, that's what your modifier is. And you need to get an 8 or better on telekinesis.
Oh, no. My total, I took away the points that I had spent, but my total is 8.
Right. But as you spend the points, your modifier changes because that value drops.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's not great.
It's just like when you get shot, it comes off of your endurance, and your modifier goes down to what that new score is.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm familiar with getting shot.
You didn't get shot, you got caught in the explosion from the shot.
That's true, yeah. You just caught an explosion with your face.
I'm pretty sure the shrap flying around counts as a shot. Yeah, so I had 8, but I guess I have 7.
I imagine that you probably have some PTSD right now because you're floating again, and that's how you lost your arm and your leg before.
I wasn't conscious for that.
That's true. That's good point.
But yeah, I rolled an 8, but since I no longer have the +1, it's a 7.
So, you rolled an 8?
Oh no, sorry, I rolled a 7.
Oh.
I no longer have the +1. It's a 7.
So you're down 1 point, and your telekinesis fizzles, and you're just kind of left floating.
Hey, Rexar hit himself.
Can I just push him further in? Minor action.
I would say as a minor action, you can kick off of this wall and head towards Rexar.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, go ahead and make an
That's what
athletics
people say.
dexterity check.
Nah, 8.
Okay, so you kick off the wall, and you're able to float towards Rexar and kind of grab onto his legs.
Ah! Those are my
What the
dice.
fuck? I told you to stay.
I'm helping.
I'm finding the goddamn giant spider, and now I got...
Meanwhile, up above, Rexar, you are face to face with a Hunter Chamax. And you can see that this Chamax is fairly badly wounded. And it is going to... It's going to attempt to bite you. Yeah, it's going to try to...
I'm pulling you out of here and cutting you in half.
Me?
No, I'm talking to the goddamn spider up here. Let go!
An 8 just hits for 6 points, which doesn't get through your armor.
Alright, you asked for it.
Just helping you put his mouth around the barrel, so when you spin it...
The other Chamax spits acid at the door. And the door is sizzling and smoking, and you can see that the paint on this side in the hallway, Raph, you can see that the paint is bubbling from heat on the door, and you can see that there's smoke through on the other side through the window, but nothing gets through.
That does not look good.
Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I feel like I'm in a position where I should just aim in case the Chamax comes out and attacks. But I can't really do anything else. I'm stuck between everybody else.
That's true. So one option could be you could go into this room and climb up into the ventilation shaft yourself.
That does not seem like something that Keith would do.
Probably not. Probably not.
How
Yeah.
about we don't do that? That's scary.
So you want to stay and aim?
Yeah, I'm just gonna aim.
So are you going to aim down the hall, or are you going to aim towards the mess hall?
If you aim at Rexar, I do plan on pulling this thing out of the ventilation shaft.
I will aim down the hall
Okay.
towards Rexar.
Okay, so on your next turn, you can add +3 to your gun combat if you take a shot.
Okay.
Hold on just a moment. So, I was eating grapes, and my cat keeps stealing the little grapevines out of the garbage. She is a freak and evidently doesn't have enough toys. So, Captain Beth Smith.
She stepped away for a second. She'll be right back.
Okay, we can take a short break and wait.
She's back.
Okay. So, Captain Beth Smith, what would you like to do? Like I said, it is an option to go into this room and try to climb up into the ventilation shaft if you want.
No, I think I want to shoot at the acid door and see if a shot will get through the other side, or at least I can see a little bit better that way.
Oh, don't shoot the door. Have you not seen Jurassic Park?
I don't remember.
So you could move here and take a clear shot at the door if you wanted to.
They shoot the glass, and that's how the raptors get it.
Oh. Oh wait. Okay, this door has acid spit at it.
Right. Yeah. This door here is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the one behind me.
Oh no.
Okay. No, I'm just turning around and I'm just ready. I'm just preparing my weapon and yeah.
Okay. So you will get a +3 on your next turn. Rexar, what would you like to do?
Do what I promised and yank this giant spider out from the vents and hold it down.
Okay. Make a athletic strength check.
This thing gives me like +4 strength, right?
Correct.
So, what would 16 strength modifier be?
Jesus tits. Well, it only goes as high as 15, so it's +3.
That would be...
So yeah, 16,
14.
17, 15, 16, and 17 would be +3, 18, 19, and 20 would be +4.
So, yeah, that's 14. We'll yank it out.
Yikes. Okay. So, Rexar yanks the Chamax down and into the hallway, and both of them come down, and he actually rips the front legs off of this thing. So he's got these 2 legs in his hand.
Actually, I'd want to drop the legs and pull the face up so like they have a clear line of sight on the face.
Okay, you can do that.
Does anybody have taxidermy skill? No.
I mean, I'm jack of all trades. I
So
think
it's
you
more
are
like-
too, so...
Rexar's
Let's taxidermy
over there.
when this is a-
So-
and he's holding this thing.
So Ching
So
Shi,
everyone else has a clear line of sight.
Make your arachnid helm.
yes.
Yes.
I could have psychic spider armor!
That's how I feel.
So Ching Shi, you're up in the ventilation shaft, and you poke your head around the corner to see the Chamax get yanked out of the ventilation shaft by Rexar in his battle dress. And you kind of look over your shoulder, and you see that the ventilation shaft goes back another direction. It goes here, and then it goes all the way across here and towards the mess hall as well.
I really want to shoot something from up there. So there's no
So-
indication that there's any more spiders on this end.
No. But as a minor action, you could get over to the... you could crawl through the shaft and get over to the vent in the mess hall.
This is a terrible idea, but I really want to do it, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
I know what to do it. I'm proud of you.
So you can...
Pilot was off.
When you get over to this... When you get over this other ventilation grate, you can see that it's already been knocked out, and you can see the Chamax down in the mess hall spitting acid at the door.
Okay, so it's below me. It's not up in there.
Correct. It is
So
below
I
you.
got a shot from up in the vents.
Correct. And I will allow you to
And
have
it's pressurized, so I'm not floating.
You have a boon dice on your gun combat roll. So gun combat plus
combat
dexterity with a boon
Okay,
dice.
I'm gonna use my advanced combat rifle.
Okay.
And then 6, 8. Okay. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then do I add X to it?
You add your dex modifier, yeah.
Okay, so that's 11.
So roll damage, and you can add an additional +3 to the damage. If you fire in burst, because the rifle has auto 3, that would be a total of +6 to your damage.
Okay, so I add 6 to my 3 dice.
Correct.
Ooh, 15, 21.
Yeah, you shoot it full of holes. It's still alive, though.
As I'm firing, I really want to shout raid at the top of my lungs. Raid!
So, Raph, through the ventilation ducts, you can hear Ching Shi yell raid and let loose with auto fire. What would you like to do? That sounds like a repeater. You better go get the lawman. Oh, wait, I'm the lawman.
Well, a free action. Orders, Captain.
Hold position. I don't know what's going on over there.
No, falling hit. We know somebody's shooting on the other side of that wall.
As he's
Well, let me
holding
rush
at
into
us.
the bullet path here. And
From down the hall, you hear Baka, sir. They're coming out of the goddamn walls.
As he's clinging to my legs.
He's clinging to
I
your
can
legs.
stand there. If you want to go around the way that Ching Shi went, I can stay and hold position here. But I'm not gonna.
It would be really difficult for 2 people to get a decent shot in those ventilation shafts.
Yeah, that's
People
true
like
too. So
lining up meals right there.
I guess you can act on your own discretion. I won't stop you, but I don't see any better option than standing here for the moment.
Alright.
I mean,
Captain says hold position, so I will open this door to the west of me,
okay.
or to my 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And from that spot, I get the deterioration of the mess room door.
Correct.
Does it have holes in it yet? Can she see in there or no?
The paint is bubbling like there's heat, but it's not. It hasn't gone through.
All right, then I'm gonna aim for that door,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Okay.
Captain said hold position, so I'm gonna hold position with a good line of sight on this door right here in case anything comes through.
Okay.
Do I get a +1 on my next laser pistol attack?
You would get, at this point, for opening the door, that's a minor action, plus there's 2 other minor actions, so you'd be at a +5.
Alright.
Back to Sura, there's now a Chamax flailing around in Rexar's grip. What would you like to do?
I'll go to the head block, take the shot.
Cast Fireball! I can take it.
Do you want me to use the laser rifle?
I can take it.
I feel like that's a little bit overkill. I was just going to stab it with a scimitar so it looks cool. You know what?
I don't care.
I am still going to stab it with the scimitar.
Okay.
Coward.
Make a melee blade plus either dex or strength, your choice.
Yes. Since he's holding it, I get a boon, right?
Yes, you do.
30.
Yay!
Plus 30.
So that is a... wasn't very good. 7.
A 7.
Stabs me in the visor.
No, it's not bad enough that he hits Rexar, but you don't do any damage to... That was with a boon dice?
It was a 4 and a 1, and then I rolled a 4. So
So,
Yeah.
well, 2 4s is an 8.
My dexterity is -1.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
But what's your melee blade skill?
It's 5 feet in front of you.
Your melee blade skill is a big fat 0. Okay. All right. The Chamax looks at Rexar helmet and spits acid. And he hits with a +3. 16 points of damage, probably doesn't get through your armor.
Yeah, but I'm still going to turn on my grav shield as a reaction just because I don't want that.
So if you turn on the grav shield, you let go of the Chamax.
Alright, fine. I'll just stare intensely as my little windshield wipers kick in.
Yeah. So yeah, you see green spit go onto his faceplate and smoke coming off. The Chamax in here is going to spit acid at Ching Shi, but Ching Shi has +6 to her armor because she's in the ventilation shaft.
That makes my protection 23.
He hits with a 10, so that's a +2. And 11 points does not get through your armor. The ventilation shaft is all kind of getting, the edge of it is all getting melty and running down the wall and smoking. Then as its minor action, it runs and throws itself at the door. So Raph, on your side, you see the door go bam and like kind of slam as something big hits it, but it's holding. It hasn't opened up. Keith Clark. You can see down the hall that there's a Chamax and that Rexar's faceplate is smoldering. What would you like to do?
Do I have a clear shot at the Chamax?
You do.
Alright. I will take a shot with my laser pistol.
Okay. It is an average 8+ to hit.
You get that +3 still, right?
Yeah, and it's gun combat plus dexterity +3 for your aiming.
So you have 14.
Woohoo! So that is a +6 to damage.
Alright. So that is 18.
Oof. So this Chamax, you see, Bakasura, you see a laser come over your shoulder and hit this Chamax, and it just explodes into bug guts all over Rexar's battle dress.
Aww.
Fucking glorious.
Did you want to move at all with your minor action? For Keith Clark?
I think I'm in a good spot. I'm just going to hold still.
Okay. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Keep on aiming, I guess.
Do what?
Keep on aiming.
Okay.
Readying myself for the...
Get +6.
So you are at +6,
Yeah.
which is the highest you can get. Rexar, what would you like to do?
Would like to first get the acid off of my face.
Okay. So you wipe the acid off your face, now your glove's smoking too.
Well, then I get both my minor actions to just
Wipe it on the wall.
There's beds.
and then would like to throw Bakasura across the hallway.
Okay, make a strength athletics check.
10.
10?
That was
Yeah.
deep, boy.
So,
They
Bakasura, you are floating down this hallway towards Keith Clark.
Unbeknownst to no, he's facing the same thing. Okay.
Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
Do this.
I would like to fire on the thing I get from up in the ceiling.
All right, go for it. Do you want to take a minor action to aim?
Yes, I'd like to take a minor action to aim.
Okay, so that gives you a +1 to your gun combat. So gun combat plus dexterity modifier +1. It is an average 8+ to hit. Okay, so that's a +4 to damage. Go ahead and roll her up.
That's 9 more.
Okay, so it is still standing.
Wow.
Okay. Raph, what would you like to do?
So the door to my open or close?
This door here, it's open.
Nah, the one to my 3, right here.
I don't know, because Beth Smith's right there. This is like a little airlock chamber, safety chamber. So I don't know. Did you close that door and lock Raph in there, or what did you do?
This hallway right here is not pressurized, so I would assume that this door is closed.
That's true. That is a very good point. So this door is probably closed due to pressure loss. That is a good point.
Well,
Basically, where you're standing in is an airlock.
is this the captain right here?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess I was yelling at you through the door.
Well, we have comms in our...
Yeah, you've got comms on your suits.
I suppose. Then I'll use a free action to tell Captain that I am moving away from that door that is between us.
Okay.
I'm gonna take up a position over here and aim again.
Okay.
If I move, does that fuck up my aim or what?
No, you can move and maintain your aim, so you can get a maximum of +6 to anything that comes through this door.
I had a +5 on the end of last turn.
Right.
So I'll yell at the captain, I'll take a minor action to move there, and then I'll minor action to increase my aim to +6, and I'll hold there.
Okay.
For that door to give.
Okay. Bakasura, you are slowly floating down the hall. What would you like to do?
Fingers for Rexar, and I guess I just keep going.
Okay.
Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Okay. So you
Right,
move.
How far can I move?
You move, and you've now kind of getting ready to bump into Keith Clark.
Fly
That's as far as I can move using all my
over him.
You're moving at 2 meters per turn.
So I'm moving at what?
2 meters per turn.
Okay.
wasn't even throwing it that hard. You just gotta.
Yeah, you're a little disappointed. You would have expected better out of an Aslan.
I didn't want to hurt him or cause his arm to fall.
But like, if I used my action to like push off the wall to make myself keep moving, can I?
Yes. Make an athletics dexterity check.
Ah, damn it.
He's spinning in circles.
Yeah. So you kick off against the wall, and you kind of go into a flat spin and spin over Keith, and you are in between Keith and Captain Beth now.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh.
You're gonna puke inside your helmet.
Hey, if I wasn't wearing a back suit right now, I would have taken drugs when I got grabbed by that. I would be hallucinating right now.
The Chamax is going to bite the door. And succeeds in ripping the door off the hinges and is now coming out into this hallway. And that's all it can do. Keith, what would you like to do?
I'm in a particularly useless position right now because I'm behind a door that's locked, that's closed because of the.
You could stop me from spinning. That would be super helpful.
Yeah, you can grab him.
I can help you. Yeah, I'll grab Bakasura and level him off.
Okay. So you grab Bakasura and kind of level him off. So Bakasura's movement has stopped and he's not spinning anymore. Except in his own mind. So that was a minor action. You've got 2 more minor actions or a significant action. Or do you want to just hold position?
I think I'll hold position for now.
Okay. Captain Beth.
I need to walk towards this thing
Okay, so you're in the airlock.
and shoot. Yeah, am I able to maintain the aim and open these things
So
or no?
the alternate door is already open. Opening this door will release the pressure. So essentially,
so someone would have to
everybody
close the door
in
behind.
here would get sucked out into here.
So I'd have to close the airlock door behind me
Right.
and then open the other door and then.
Correct.
Okay. Well. All right. I feel like I would have been standing in here with this close behind me the entire time if I'd known that.
Okay.
It seems like it'd be self-evident. I don't know.
No, we can say that. That's fine.
Or not really. Yeah, because I don't think it'd be aiming at the airlock. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to fire on it with my laser rifle.
Go for it.
Um, 16.
Oh yeah. Jeez. That is a +8 to damage. You probably are going to destroy this thing.
How much damage do I, or how many d6s? 3? Okay. And then you said +8?
Yeah, please do, because I rolled pathetically after my hit, so you need to, slaughter it.
Gosh. It's 23 altogether. It's
Oh, yeah.
flatted everywhere.
So yeah, you let off several bursts from your rifle and put this thing down. So
Excellent.
you have successfully killed the Chamax, and Bakasura is not detecting anything other than the Vargur life form.
And the motion sickness.
And the motion sickness. You notice that in these two rooms here, they appear that somebody has slept in them. These rooms look like somebody has taken the beds and at some point attempted to use them to barricade the doors.
That's sad.
In the mess hall, you see that there is a lot of this resin material laying on the floor in a pile. It looks like there was some large statue here that broke apart, and it looks like the statue was made out of the resin. And aside from that, in here you see that this is a communications and sensors room, and there's an airlock leading out of here.
Is there any good stuff in the quarters?
Let's see.
Quarters at all?
Maybe? Let's see here.
Okay.
I don't see anything interesting in there. No, there's nothing really of interest in there.
Okay. I guess me and Keith should check out the comms and sensors area.
You can check out the resin stuff if you want to use your telescopic goggles.
Oh yeah, your chem view?
Yeah, I'll check out the resin and see if I can figure out what it was a statue of originally. That'd be cool. I'll go over there.
Go ahead and make a science biology plus your intellect or EDU, your choice. It'll be average 8 plus. Okay, so you are able to determine, using your ChemView goggles and your science kit, you are able to determine that, so when the Chamax run out of things to eat, they go into a stasis mode and essentially cover themselves with a resin. And it looks like somebody found a clump of these things all resined up and brought them in and displayed them in the mess hall as a trophy. Then, of course, the Chamax, being in stasis, used psionic life detection to sense that there was a food source nearby, humans, and busted out of their stasis to chow down.
Nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's cool to know about for
Yeah, good to know.
doing it. Stuff. What's your character?
Yeah, I want to check out the communications.
Okay, go ahead and make an electronics comms plus intellect or EDU check. Okay, so from here, let's see here. From here, you can determine that the signal is just repeating a low-level suit transponder for an emergency signal, and it is all the way to the left in the dish array room.
Well, I guess that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll take point.
No, you won't.
Nobody else was saying anything, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'll go.
After he says that, so I just know you won't, and slowly pull the line.
Rexar, is there any sign of damage to, like, because you were being eaten by acid? I would hate for you to go back into a vacuum if your suit needs repair.
That's a good point.
I just imagine this, like, and then a crack.
I think that
My suit's windshield wipers are gone.
Real quick.
I think the battle dress is probably pretty strong.
I'm fine. I'll fix this later.
Alrighty. Cool.
Alright, so are we going in here, or are we going up this way?
Your choice.
Go.
So you know that the Vargur is up from your current position.
Oh, yeah, we'll go that way then.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I want to go here and see what's going on.
Okay. So Beth Smith, in here you find a number of crates. Most of them have been busted open and looted, but you find two that are shut. One of them has burned onto the side of the crate. In military-style letters, it says AX Series. The other crate has the Sindalian Star Dragon emblem emblazoned onto the crate as a burn mark.
Would I know what an AX series is, or would anybody?
Make an intellect check.
Okay. 11, 13.
You know that there was a series of droids that were labeled the AX series.
I see. Cody's a droid.
Oh, I can operate it.
No.
What do you mean? No,
Do you want to open that one up, or do you want to wait for Keith Clark?
I'll wait for Keith.
Yeah.
So Keith, you get in here, and the first crate is going to be of interest to you. Just as soon as I can find my paperwork. Oh, probably because I'm looking in the wrong book where said paperwork is. So, in the first crate, and you'll want to write this down. Actually, I'll write it down as well. The first crate, you find parts. They're spares they are Sindalian spares. In there, you find 8 structural repair units. So that gives you a total of 9 now. You find 8 technical repair units for a total of 9. And you find 10 cosmetic repair units, which puts you at a total of 13. So those parts, if you remember from our first game, those parts can be used to repair the Harrier.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So we need to do that.
Yeah. You got hit.
Hold on here. Okay.
So, how does the android's leg look?
Well, you haven't. No, so the other crate, the AX series crate, you open up and you find an astromech droid. that looks like this, and this has the stats as well. And it is brand new.
We got our own R2.
That is good.
So, if you look at...
It's cute. We gotta adopt it and give it a name and give it a little bit to look and ruffle its ears.
So, the skills on this thing, it has Astrogation 3. Interestingly enough, it has Deception 1, which I find interesting. But it's got Electronics Computers 3, Engineering Power 3, Mechanics 3. This is like a ship's best friend.
That'll be wonderful.
Did you write that down or do I need to?
That's delightful. That's premium loot. We gotta get that back to the shippo.
I will give you guys the stats for the astromech droid in chat when we are when we are out of game. But yeah, so essentially this thing's probably going to spend a lot of time in engineering with Keith. And it is an AX-57D astromech droid.
Hopefully it gets along with my pet dinosaur.
You mean your lizard Wolverine?
Yeah.
That's true. So, did both Bakasura and Rexar get the lizard Wolverines? Yeah.
Yes.
So they have a pair of pets that look like little lizard Wolverine creatures, and they are extremely good watchdogs and are extremely protective of the crew.
Oh, cool.
We have doggos that are lizards and badgers.
That's
I
great.
love it. I love it.
So Rexar and Bakasura, you get up into here.
Before we move on, I need to know who has any ranks in animals.
Me, I got one.
I got one.
Nice.
So
I got nothing. I just want to know who the animal lovers are in the party. Statistically speaking, according to the character sheet.
yeah, they bought Rexar and Bakasura bought them on Colony 5 as eggs, and they knew that when they hatched them, that they would imprint on the first people that they saw, and so they raised them from egg to their current size.
So cute.
So,
Raph, where would you like to go?
taking it.
They're
Wait,
heading
did we
up
see
to-
anything?
I will get to you guys in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. I mean, we wheeled stuff back to the ship and stuff, right? I thought that would take so long that they would make their way up to...
Oh, yes. Yes, you guys are probably moving crates back to the ship. But Raph, what would you like to do?
Raph is a workhorse, hired hand and a mercenary. So if you need me to move stuff or shoot stuff, you say so, Captain.
Go check up on the two going to 6 then, because there's 3 crates and three of us, right?
Well, there's 2 crates and 3 of you. I mean, and the droid can move on its own once you turn it on.
Okay, well, I'll leave it up to you, Raph, which way you want to go. You can help move shit, or you can go check on where the distress signal came from.
So, Raph,
Aye, aye, Captain. Heading to 6.
as you
Move
are...
stuff or check on Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Where to go? As you're moving through, you notice on the walls, written in spray paint, blood, and feces, you see pretty much insane ramblings, graffiti on the walls. The messages that speak of the ghost, the voice on the radio, But mostly the message just repeats, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, over and over. And you find the remains of a acid-scorched vac suit that's laying on the ground.
I'm gonna check his pulse.
It's way dead. But you can determine. I mean, obviously, whoever was in this vac suit was melted by the Chamax. So, Ralph, you get back up into here with Bakasura and Rexar, and you see a pathetic figure. Let me find him.
That's not nice. I'm not pathetic.
I only have 2 limbs.
And he looks like this. And
Oh.
he is sitting there, huddled up, and you can see on the readouts on his suit that this Vargur is just about out of oxygen. And as soon as you come in, he gets to his knees and he's like pleading with you. He's like, but you can't hear him. He's got no comms.
I scratched him behind the ear.
So what do you guys want to do with this pathetic figure that you can't talk to?
Rat will take him by the shoulder and...
Is he asking for a warrior's death? I can give him that.
He might
I'll roll you for it.
Careful.
Rat will take him by the shoulder back to a pressurized area where he can remove his helmet and talk.
Okay.
The recreational pharmaceuticals that I have acquired.
No,
Is there
druggy.
Is there anything that he or that I have that I could give him to calm his anxiety? Do I have CBD oil?
If you want...
There's gonna be a psionic for that.
No.
I'm not rolling great, so I'm not going to hit him with anything psionic. I don't feel like melting him.
So...
Okay, then I'll do it. How about... until we can get his helmet off, I'm gonna read surface thoughts.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
Okay. That's my psi point, my dice.
And you can add intellect to that.
Psi modifier, my dice, and what else?
So, psi, intellect, and your dice. And let's see, read surface thoughts.
About 11. It's an average check. It's +8, so I made it.
Okay, so the surface thoughts that you read is basically it sounds like a whining dog. This guy is terrified for his life. He's thinking that he's hoping that you are saviors and that you will protect him. And that let's see, what else?
So
You detect surface thoughts tells you he hopes that you initially don't find out that he was the captain of the Misery's company.
I don't care. Yeah.
So the Misery's company was the Type S scout ship that that tried to pirate the captain of the Sarkamond, and he blasted it with 2 pop-up turrets and ran away.
okay.
So you get him into a pressurized area, and he pulls off his helmet, and his ears are down, sideways, and his tail's between his legs, and he's just panting, breathing air. And he says, "Oh, thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, I thought I was done for. Those creatures were going to kill me."
Raph says, fucking A in his native language.
So Ralph speaks Vargar.
Yeah, language is 0. I've learned how to swear in all the commons.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. He tells you that his crew abandoned him here at the station, and they turned on him and left him here, knowing that there's a creature on the station that pirates sometimes leave people here to die because they know that the creature will eat them.
Oh, you mean this creature? And I hold up the head of one of the creatures.
And he's like, "Oh, yes! Oh God, no!"
Oh, it's not that scary, and I toss it in his lap.
We did collect those bodies, right, of those creatures.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Where
I want
to.
to.
I mean, they're spider bodies about the size of a Doberman.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I want to like take parts of it and turn it into armor, so that we look piratey, you know, like.
You want to go full Reaver? Yeah. Okay. What was that guy from Masters of the Universe? Hordak? He had the bone armor.
Where does this guy want to go now, though? Like, now
We own him now. He's ours. He has a life debt to pay.
So,
That's an option. I don't know.
so Ching Shi, are you going to let Captain Beth know that he was the captain of the Misery's company? So, Ching Shi, are you going to let Captain Beth know that this guy was the captain of Misery's company?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know. We're planning on transporting him. Maybe we make the brig comfortable, but keep him there, because if he's ready to scuttle
So
rather than successfully pirate.
he says,
and he's
whoa,
been
wait, you don't have to put me in the brig. My name is Kirsch, and you're right, I was the captain of the Misery's company, and I was part of the retinue of a human pirate named Ferric Redthane. Which, I'm sorry, but Ferric Redthane is like one of the best pirate names I've ever heard. And he tells you that his crew abandoned him here after he had given them an order to attack a freighter, and it turned out to have more guns than they had planned, and one of the crew was killed in the attack, and so they abandoned him here. He says, I know why you're here. I fully admit that I was part of the raiding party that attacked Clark and Torpal.
Alright, I gotta take him back then.
Now,
What?
he says, no, wait. He says, hold on. Commanded by Admiral Darokin. Ching Shi. So, aside from Ching Shi, who's been in the Imperial Navy?
I've been in the Azra Navy.
Has as well.
I think only Ching Shi. Ching Shi, make a intellect check with a boon dice.
No, we're not. Oh, Keith was in the military.
10.
Who? Keith was? So Keith can roll intellect with boon as well.
Okay.
Also 10.
Okay. So both Ching Shi and Keith Clark are like, I remember something about an Admiral Dorokin, and it was a big scandal. The Imperial Navy tried to accuse him of something, and rather than face trial, he took 30 of their Imperial ships and fled the Navy, and it was supposedly this big scandal because he became a pirate in the Trojan Reach. And Kirsch tells you that Admiral Dorokin is now a pirate lord of Thieves, the famed secret pirate's lair. He says he says he doesn't know what happened between Ferric Redthane and Dorokin, but they quarreled, and Dorokin put a bounty on Ferric's head. And he said Ferric right now needs protection from the other pirate gangs of Thieves. And so he's launched raids on Torpal and Clark to show how dangerous and competent he is. Ferric does not dare set foot on Thieves. He's probably trying to negotiate with the other gangs and using his lieutenant, Miria Silverhand, to do so. He says, Kirsch tells you, he kind of spits at the floor and he goes, I hate Miria Silverhand. But he says, he says he doesn't know which gang she would approach on Thieves. But if you give me passage to a safe world, I swear I'll serve you loyally until you drop me off. And I know secret ways to get to Thieves that nobody else knows, and I can give you a secret, up-to-date pirate's code to dock.
Okay.
And he's like, how about it?
Well,
We're gonna have to vote on this, I think, right?
I would like the
But I don't.
secret pathways and the code to thief. So my vote is give him the ride.
I'm leaning that way, but like it's like 3 minutes till 9, and I'm like thinking.
You want to mull it over for a
I
week?
want to think. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, unless everybody else feels one way and my vote is meaningless, then just fuck it, go for it.
I feel like in a metagaming sense, I'm sure we're supposed to take him. I just don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Well, I mean,
I'm challenging
And
it.
his code for docking is probably 1, 2, 3, 4 pound. And it's not. I don't know that I believe him. And it sounds like he wasn't a terribly good pirate, so I don't know if I want to trust what he says.
Not afraid of this guy and thinks she can take him in a fight. So
I also think
we lock him up or not.
we should lock him up in the brig, and if he's ever seen outside of said brig, shoot to kill.
Or the dogs eat him.
We should take advantage of any skills he has, but be prepared to knock his ass out if he gets out of line.
We could put our dogs
I
inside
wonder
his
if
cell.
Yeah, we could have Teddy watch it.
That's true. Teddy can stand guard.
Dogs.
Teddy and the dogs can stand guard.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we'll do.
All right.
He will never be unsupervised.
They should.
So you're gonna accept his offer of passage and codes to Thief.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to take him to Thief.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to go to Thief, but
I think
But we got to check to see if the codes work before we drop him off anywhere.
I
So
don't
That's
think we
true.
can take him anywhere until we know the codes are good.
okay, yeah, he if you go to Thief, he won't leave the ship.
okay.
I'm glad he has the choice of the matter, and I put him over my shoulder.
We can pick over the rest of the space station.
Yep.
While we think about what to do.
Perfect.
So that seems like a good idea.
So we will discuss this throughout the week on Facebook, and we will pick up with the Pirates of Drinax next week on Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Have a good night, guys.
You too.